the army had rejected him 8 times. Each refusal was a knife in the back of his ambition, a cruel reminder that others didn't believe in him. Yet Private Lukas Brenner refused to bow to their judgment. When the news came that 700 German soldiers were advancing, his heart pounded not from fear, but from the knowledge that this was his moment. Every training obstacle, every dismissal, every sneer from superiors had led to this point. And for once, rejection would not define him. Action would. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. The battlefield stretched out like a canvas of chaos, dust rising from trampled earth as the enemy advanced. The sun glinted off helmets and bayonets, and the wind carried the metallic tang of tension and fear. Lukas crouched behind a crumbling wall, rifle in hand, eyes scanning every shadow, every movement. His fingers trembled, not from doubt, but from anticipation. He had been underestimated, written off, cast aside. Now he would prove them wrong, and the cost of failure was unthinkable. His mind raced back to those 8 times the army had tried to kick him out. Each rejection had been an insult to his skill, a challenge to his determination. He remembered the nights of relentless training, the countless drills repeated until his muscles screamed. Every no had become fuel, sharpening his focus, teaching patience, discipline, and the kind of courage that doesn't need recognition. As the German soldiers approached, unaware of the lone figure waiting, Lukas adjusted his sights. The first shot rang out a crisp, echoing crack that cut through the morning air. One enemy down. A hush of disbelief passed through the advancing ranks, but they pressed forward. He fired again and again. Each shot precise, each bullet finding its mark with terrifying accuracy. Dust rose in golden clouds as sunlight caught each particle, shimmering like embers in the air. He thought he'd be overwhelmed. He was wrong. The numbers didn't matter. Technique, focus, and resolve turned the battlefield into a symphony of precision. Each enemy soldier who fell slowed the tide of the attack, sowing confusion and panic among those still advancing. Lukas's heart beat in perfect rhythm with the recoil of his rifle. Every movement instinctual, honed by repeated practice and sheer willpower. The crowd of observers, fellow soldiers who had doubted him, commanding officers who had dismissed him, watched in stunned silence. Some whispered, incredulous. Some gasped, recognizing the skill and bravery on display. The moral tension was palpable. This man rejected and underestimated. Was single-handedly holding back an army? Was it luck? Fate? Or simply the result of relentless determination and unwavering courage? As the hours stretched on, the German advance faltered. Coordination broke down. Panic spread. Each shot from Lukas, each deliberate movement, eroded the enemy's confidence until the once unstoppable force slowed to a crawl. By the final engagement, the 700-strong advance had been neutralized. Forced into retreat by a single soldier who refused to quit. Silence fell over the battlefield. Dust drifted lazily in the afternoon sun. The observers, once skeptical, now looked at Lukas with a mixture of awe and reverence. The army that had tried to cast him aside had been proven wrong, not by numbers, not by regulations, but by courage, skill, and the refusal to surrender in the face of adversity. Lukas lowered his rifle, chest heaving, eyes scanning the retreating enemy, feeling the weight of both exhaustion and triumph. Because heroism isn't measured by approval, isn't measured by action when the world says you can. And as he stood alone amidst the silent battlefield, Lukas Brenner became a testament to the power of perseverance, proving that every rejection is merely a challenge waiting to be conquered. If this story inspired you, leave a comment sharing where you're watching from. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more cinematic tales of courage, defiance, and the heroes who defy expectation to make history.